If I had understood what that message on her phone really meant, I would have left months earlier. At the time, it looked harmless, almost forgettable. But by the end, it explained everything, including why she never fought to keep me. I didn't realize that until the very last conversation. No dramatic love story, no whirlwind romance. Just something steady, quiet, and, I thought, honest. We met through mutual friends, moved in together after a year, married 2 years later, built a life that looked exactly the way it was supposed to look. Shared routines, shared finances, shared future plans. We weren't overly affectionate, but we weren't distant either. We laughed easily, rarely argued. People told us we were solid. That word came up a lot. Solid. At the time, I believed that meant unbreakable. Looking back, it mostly meant predictable. The first thing that changed wasn't dramatic. It was how she held her phone. She used to leave it everywhere. On the counter, on the couch, face up on the nightstand. Then gradually it stayed in her hand, or face down, or locked. When I asked casually who she was texting, she'd answer immediately. No hesitation, no defensiveness, just work stuff. Group chat. My sister. It all sounded reasonable, and I wanted to be reasonable too. At the time, I didn't realize how important that would become. She started staying up later than me. Not partying, not going out, just awake. I'd wake up at 2 a.m. and see the light from the living room. She'd be on the couch, phone glowing, headphones in. When I asked why she didn't just come to bed, she smiled and said she didn't want to wake me. It sounded considerate, loving even, but something about it felt off, like she was protecting something, not someone. Still, I told myself I was overthinking it. One evening, she left her phone on the kitchen counter while she showered. A notification popped up. It wasn't explicit. It wasn't romantic. It just said, "I miss hearing your voice." No name, just a number. My chest tightened, but my brain rushed to soften it. Family member, old friend, co-worker going through something. When she came back, I didn't say anything. I hated the idea of being the suspicious husband. I hated even more the idea of being wrong. That message would come back later, more than once, but not yet. Over the next few weeks, she became lighter, laughing at her phone, smiling at nothing, distracted in conversations with me. She started dressing differently for work, not provocatively, just with more intention. When I mentioned it, she shrugged and said she was trying to feel like herself again. I wanted to support that, but I also felt like I was watching her slowly step into a version of herself that didn't include me. I tried to talk to her about feeling disconnected. She listened. She nodded. She said all the right things. "You're imagining it. We're fine. You've been stressed lately." And maybe she was right. I checked myself constantly. Was I projecting? Was I insecure? Was I creating problems where none existed? I started apologizing for bringing it up. That should have scared me more than it did. One night she fell asleep on the couch with her phone unlocked. I didn't plan to look. I really didn't. But I did. There were messages. Nothing explicitly sexual, nothing undeniable. Just intimacy, shared jokes, daily check-ins, late-night voice notes. The kind of emotional closeness that didn't leave room for me. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. She said it was just a friend. She said it got out of hand. She said it didn't mean anything. She cried. I held her. I wanted to believe her. She promised it was over. I asked her one thing. "Do you love him?" She said no. I believed her, because I needed to. After that, something changed. She became calmer, almost relieved. I became hyper-aware. Every silence felt loaded. Every smile felt suspicious. We went through the motions of fixing things. Date nights, conversations, therapy suggestions we never followed through on. But emotionally, she was already somewhere else. I could feel it. At the time, I didn't realize how close we were to the end. A few months later, I saw another message from the same number. Different words, same tone. "I miss hearing your voice." That's when I knew. Not that she was cheating. I already suspected that. But that I was the only one still pretending we had a marriage. This time she didn't cry. She didn't argue either. She just looked tired. "I didn't plan for this," she said. "I didn't mean to hurt you. But I can't keep living like I'm only half here." I asked her why she stayed after the first confrontation. She paused for a long time. Then she said something I'll never forget. "Because I was waiting to see who I missed more." Final reveal. The meaning of the message. Later, after she moved out, I finally understood the message. "I miss hearing your voice." It wasn't romantic. It wasn't accidental. It was what she sent when she wanted reassurance, when she needed to feel chosen. She never sent messages like that to me, because she never needed to wonder if I was there. The divorce was quiet. No screaming, no revenge, just two people signing papers and pretending they weren't relieved. Sometimes I still think about that message, not because of the betrayal, but because of what it revealed. She didn't leave because she stopped loving me. She left because she didn't need me to choose her anymore. And I didn't realize that until the very end.